Live from ABC7, this is Eyewitness News at 7 p.m. on LA56.
Rain is falling all around Southern California tonight, and it's just the beginning of what's expected to be a wet couple of days. We are on storm track.
The storm caused a rock and mudslide on Pacific Coast Highway, forcing officials to close the road. Good evening, I'm Giovanna Lotta.
I'm Jory Rand. Welcome to Eyewitness News on LA56, LA's only live local newscast at 7 p.m.
We begin the hour with a messy scene on Pacific Coast Highway. Heavy rain has caused a rock and mudslide, closing PCH for miles between Las Rosas and Yerba Buena Road. This video was shot by Michael Montenegro, showing debris flowing over the K-roll and onto the road. Down the highway, 2 cars were stranded after rock slides trapped them. At least 1 car was hit, though no injuries were reported. Crews are working to clear all the debris, but no word yet on when it will open.
Parts of Southern California saw some heavy downpours today. Here's how it looked in South LA this afternoon. This video comes from viewer Manuel Hernandez, who posted it to our ABC7 Facebook page. The rain also came down pretty hard in Anaheim. These are some pictures of flooding in a front yard after just a 5-minute downpour. Thanks to Hannah for sending us these pictures through Twitter by using the hashtag ABC7Eyewitness.
And up in the mountains, this is what it looked like in the Wrightwood area. You can't see much there. They got heavy rain in Blue Ridge, but no snow in the lower sections. Only the highest mountains above 7,500 feet are expected to get snow. Let's get right to Danny Romero now. He's tracking the storm with the live Megadoppler 7000 HD. Danny.
Thanks very much, Giovanna and Jory. We're looking at the live Megadoppler 7000 HD, and we can see things are pretty scattered over the area, and all with a light green indicating light rain in all those areas where it is coming down. We're seeing some of those spots now up close. West Hollywood on the 101, up to 405, Sherman Oaks up to Van Nuys towards Northridge, and all points to the east under light rain right now. The light green indicating that about quarter inch of rain per hour is the rain rate we're looking at, up along the 5 as well. Some light rain towards La Crescenta. Also, we're showing you areas of light rain happening around Bellflower, down to Lakewood, over to Cerritos, La Palma, to Hawaiian Gardens, down to Cypress as well. But then you can see around Paramount and heading towards there, the other direction, we're seeing things that are dry at the moment in those spots. Again, this is kind of moving all around. We're showing you some areas now. Well, I want to point this out to you. Lake Arrowhead, Running Springs, light rain, no snow. This is a warmer system coming in, so the snow level's up around 8,000 feet. We're seeing Big Bear with a little bit of ice just south there, but otherwise light rain through those parts of Southern California with the light rain coming down at the moment. And the temperatures are all staying in that cooler, warmer side, 60s, and later on tonight down in the 50s, but no real freezing temps anywhere. Things start to change Monday into Tuesday. How heavy will it get? I'll tell you when I come back live. Megadoppler 7000 HD 7-day is on the way. Jory and Giovanna right now. All yours.
Okay, Danny, thanks. There's also concern in the burn areas around Glendora and Azusa today. Residents have put up K-rails and sandbags just in case. Eyewitness News reporter Amy Powell reports from Glendora, where the rain has been falling all afternoon.
Glendora residents are picking up loads of sandbags at the city yard, preparing for a storm that could bring heavy rainfall.
I heard it's supposed to come down real bad, more than last time, about a week ago. And so, I don't know, we got 300-400 bags out in front of the home.
Rain has been falling all day across Southern California, making roads and freeways slick. Eyewitnesses captured some of the showers on video. Parts of the San Gabriel and San Fernando valleys were hit with heavy downpours that triggered minor debris flows. In burn areas still recovering from damage caused by the Colby fire, K-rails are in place to help divert floodwaters away from homes. But many residents are concerned. They say a lot of mud and debris flowed from the mountains just a week ago during a storm.
I heard 3 to 5 inches in 24 hours. And this last one is a thunderstorm, so it was a really heavy rain over about a half an hour. So who knows?
City officials have pre-filled 12,000 sandbags to help residents.
Tuesday and Wednesday, they say it's going to be bad, so I'm going to be prepared for Tuesday and Wednesday.
And as the rain has been falling here in Glendora today, we've been tracking it on our smartphone with our ABC7 Megadoppler app. And what's great about this, you can see exactly where the rain is falling with the live radar, just the same way Danny does in the studio. So if you want to get this for your smartphone, you can search the word Megadoppler to get this app. Reporting in Glendora, Amy Powell, ABC7 Eyewitness News.
Amy, thank you. Rain or shine, it's time for millions to head home after their long Thanksgiving holiday weekend. You're looking live at LAX tonight. It's the busiest travel day of the year in the U.S. More than 2.6 million people are expected to fly at some point today. Another 2.4 million will take to the skies tomorrow. Long lines and delays have cramped airports all across the country. At LAX, the biggest complaint there was traffic driving into the airport. At Denver International Airport, fog forced dozens of incoming flights to divert to other cities. Other flights were delayed for about 2 hours, and with gas now under $3 a gallon, some 41 million drivers are taking to the roads. We'll have more on this busy holiday travel in the next half hour.
A man is arrested at LAX after police there at the airport say he ran into a restricted area after complaining of abdominal pain. Eyewitness News viewer Laura Evans sent us this video. Take a look.
I was the doctor. I was my family. You're going absolutely nowhere. What? You are now under arrest.
Los Angeles Airport police say the man was an arriving passenger and reportedly diabetic. Officials say the man was aggressive and uncooperative and continued to complain about stomach pain. Airport police handcuffed him to a gurney and paramedics took him to a hospital. No word on the man's condition.
Authorities at John F. Kennedy International Airport have given the all clear after a bomb threat on an American Airlines plane was called in. Flight 67 from Barcelona landed safely in New York at about noon today. The 200 passengers plus crew were taken off the aircraft while police and canine unit dogs swept the aircraft and its cargo. Authorities are now investigating the source of that call.
Police say the body of the missing Ohio State football player has been found near campus. Apparently, he had died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. 22-year-old Costa Karageorge was last seen at his apartment around 2 a.m. Wednesday. His parents filed a missing person report. His mother told police he had several concussions, and at about 1:30 a.m. Wednesday, he texted a message citing the concussions and saying, quote, "I am sorry if I am an embarrassment," end quote.
The attorney for former Ferguson, Missouri police officer Darren Wilson is speaking out following Wilson's resignation. The attorney for Michael Brown's family says that resignation is not a surprise. Brown's family is still considering filing a wrongful death lawsuit. ABC's Chuck Severson reports.
Darren Wilson has taken off this uniform for the last time.
Officer Wilson is no longer an employee with the city of Ferguson.
In an exclusive interview with ABC's George Stephanopoulos last week, Darren Wilson had wondered about going back to work.
I mean, you think they would accept me? You think it'd be safe for me?
Now, in a letter of resignation to the Ferguson Police Department, Wilson says, "I have been told that my continued employment may put the residents and police officers of the city of Ferguson at risk, which is a circumstance that I cannot allow." Wilson's lawyer says he handed in his badge after learning of threats against the Ferguson police.
He simply said, "That's enough," and it was time to resign.
On the streets of Ferguson, still seething from Monday's grand jury decision not to charge Wilson in the shooting death of Michael Brown, there was some relief.
I believe he should have resigned. I do believe he should have been found guilty.
Wilson adds, "It is my hope that my resignation will allow the community to heal." Ferguson's mayor announced measures to recruit more minority police officers.
This initiative is a proactive step in making the department more reflective of the demographics of our community.
The Justice Department is still pursuing a civil rights investigation in the Ferguson shooting case.
It was not about Darren Wilson's job. It was about Michael Brown's justice.
Chuck Severson, ABC News, New York.
In Carson, a man described as mentally ill was shot and killed by an LA County Sheriff's deputy. The shooting happened just before 1 this morning on South Marbella Avenue near Sepulveda Boulevard. Deputies arrived at the scene in response to a report of a mentally ill man armed with a steak knife. Officials say the man tried to attack one of the deputies with that knife, and that's when the deputy opened fire. He was transported to a local hospital but later died. The incident is now under investigation. Meanwhile, in Hollywood, a car burglary suspect was wounded during a shootout with police. Officers responding to a report of a vehicle burglary spotted the man breaking into a car. As they approached, they said the man pulled a gun and began to fire. Officers returned fire and wounded the suspect. That unidentified man was taken to a hospital. No word tonight on his condition.
A standoff with a suspect armed with a crossbow is now over. It happened on the 18,000 block of Mescal Street in Rowland Heights. There was a 911 call just before 10 o'clock this morning of someone fighting in the streets. When deputies arrived, the suspect went back into the home. The SWAT team was called in and several homes in the neighborhood were evacuated. About 4 hours later, the suspect was taken into custody and fortunately no one was hurt.
A motorhome goes up in flames on the side of the 15 freeway and an eyewitness caught it all on video. Look at that. We want to thank Jen Watts of Rancho Cucamonga for sending us this dramatic video using the hashtag ABC7 Eyewitness. That motorhome burst into flames at 11:30 this morning on the southbound side of the 15 near 4th Street. Several lanes were closed while firefighters battled the fire. Small explosions could be seen coming from beneath it. Thankfully, no one was hurt. The cause of the fire is under investigation.
Dozens of people are gathering today at the crash site in Santa Clarita where Fast and Furious star Paul Walker and his friend Roger Rodas died 1 year ago today. Many of the drivers are car enthusiasts who caravan from Gardena to Santa Clarita, where a memorial is set up now. Rodas was driving the Porsche sports car when they crashed and the car caught fire. At least one fan who traveled from France to be here today says he first went to Paul Walker's grave site and then drove to the crash site to pay his respects.
It was important for me to be here today, and because Paul Walker, we miss him very much, and I'm happy to see that despite the rain, many people came here to pay tribute to him.
Car enthusiasts say they think this will be an annual gathering. Santa Clarita Sheriff's deputies closed the road to parking and had people walk to the site.
Still time to shop. Will Cyber Monday save the Black Friday bust? The best deals are still ahead.
Plus, Southern California gets some much-needed rain. We got a taste of it today, but the bigger storm is heading our way.
And it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas, but with some rain. We get a look at this year's Hollywood Christmas parade cut short. We are on storm track tonight following the showers across Southern California. This is video out of Van Nuys from earlier today. You can see dark skies and rain dousing the windshield. Danny Romero is keeping a close eye on this storm and joins us now with this storm and what's to come.
Yeah, I tell you, it's really light rain right now, which is, kind of get used to the rain. I haven't had it for so long, right? So get a little used to it now because heavier rain is on the way, so be ready for that. Practice now, be ready for the big stuff later on. Let's go outside, check out the live Megadopolis 7000 HD. At the moment, we can see things are looking pretty good for us over the area, and we're looking at the light scattered rain through Southern California, and we're going to see that through tonight, tapering off a little bit tomorrow, but for now, some areas are still getting the light rain showing up as light green on the live Megadopolis 7000 HD. Some of those spots from Santa Monica to Huntington Park through LA, through West Hollywood, up to Van Nuys, and into the San Fernando Valley just a little bit. Also, we move down to the south a little. We see La Habra, Anaheim, Garden Grove, Norwalk, Lakewood, Walnut, out to Chino, all getting some light rain right now, but then you can see some areas in between getting none at all. So this is the idea of scattered rain, what that's all about by definition. We see some light rain coming down around Mission Viejo, Laguna Niguel, Dana Point as well, but towards Wildomar and Murrieta, things are light there. Temecula, a little light rain, but dry around Murrieta. To the upper elevations, I want you to see this. Running Springs, a light rain there, no real snow. Again, this is a warmer moisture source, so that means we're going to see things kind of stay that way without snow really until the upper elevation, 7,000, 8,000, even 10,000 feet. We go live to Disneyland. Our camera there at the Springs, Radiator Springs, looking pretty good, but cloudy certainly, just like downtown LA. We're at 62 degrees right now and 86% relative humidity. And the water today came down. The rain, not a lot, as we mentioned, light scattered rain, so only 0.29 for Culver City. Burbank, a little over 1/3 of an inch, just under a half an inch at Northridge, just over at Van Nuys, and Woodland Hills around the top spot, 0.60 inch of rain going on. Here's what I'm talking about as far as the moisture source. Right here, tropical moisture going on. What's feeding it all is this low that right now bringing the lighter rain to us today, but tracking out. The next big weather maker is coming up, and that's going to be drawing off of this moisture down here, all that warm subtropical moisture, and with that driven by this strong low. Look at that circulation right here. That's a low that's going to drive in, and that's going to move towards our area and push on shore a lot of moisture, bringing us anywhere from 1 to 5 inches of rain throughout Southern California. Watch for it in your area. Numbers tonight, 50s and 40s. Tomorrow, with that little break in the weather, we're going to get a little warmth, so we'll get a few spots into the 70s, like Thousand Oaks, Northridge, Covina, San Bernardino, and Riverside. Otherwise, we're seeing 60s for the highs. And then looking ahead, 7-day power back weather, we've got chances of showers tomorrow. More so and the most rain on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, so showers tapering off into the weekend, cloudy and cool with another little chance of showers on Saturday. Valleys and the Inland Empire, chance of showers tomorrow, 40%. And then the heavy rain comes in Tuesday, still there Wednesday into Thursday, tapering off, cool and cloudy on Friday. A little chance of showers on Saturday, 20% we'll call it, and then partly sunny on Sunday. For the beaches, there too, chance of showers tomorrow, scattered light rain, and then the heavy stuff comes in for Tuesday, even into Wednesday, tapering off into Thursday, head towards the weekend, clouds and a chance of showers there. Heading towards the mountains, we're going to see chance of showers tomorrow, and then the big rain comes in on Tuesday, and again, rain, snow 7,000 and above, and then still cloudy skies into the weekend. High desert will be cloudy, and then there too, we'll see a chance of rain. We're going to call half an inch, maybe an inch in some isolated spots, otherwise cloudy and cool into the weekend as well. So Tuesday, the big day to watch where the heavy rain comes in right there. So today, just a test.
The day to stay home if you can on Tuesday. Avoid the traffic.
I like her idea.
Thanks, Danny. Yep. The cold, wet weather couldn't keep crowds away from the Hollywood Christmas parade tonight. You can see there were plenty of umbrellas out there lining the streets. The star-studded parade is in its 83rd year. Legendary singer Stevie Wonder served as the Grand Marshal. The parade also included appearances by Santa Claus, boxer Oscar De La Hoya, actress Cristela Alonso, and many other celebrities. The parade benefits the Toys for Tots program, and the route did have to be shortened due to the rain.
Well, move over Black Friday. Cyber Monday is nearly upon us, and the pressure is on to perform. As ABC's Lindsay Janis reports, so far Thanksgiving weekend shopping is down more than 5% from a year ago.
Grown men fighting over flat-screen TVs. This shopper emerging victorious from a scrum over electronics. Despite scenes like these, tonight those initial numbers say fewer of us are willing to risk a black eye on Black Friday to get that deal. Shopping on Turkey Day itself made up for some of that dip, but one thing is clear: the rules of holiday bargain hunting are changing. So is Cyber Monday still the day to shop online?
Cyber Monday is an amazing day to shop online, but it's not the only day anymore. It's really a cyber month of deals. I think Cyber Monday is the summit.
For the best deals, shopping guru Mark Elwood says head to online-only retailers like 6pm.com for clothes or Zappos for shoes and Newegg.com for electronics.
There's a lot in it for them to make Cyber Monday a big thing.
And make sure you have all the latest apps to help you find the lowest price.
My favorite bargain hunting app is definitely Poach It. I think Poach It is phenomenal. You can install it in your browser on your laptop computer and click on it before you check out at any website. It will scrape the internet for any coupon available, so you're using a discount ray gun.
Our shopping experts' top tip: sign up for emails from the stores you love and watch the deals start rolling in. Lindsay Janis, ABC News, New York. I think I'll sign up right now.
Yeah, good idea.
We're just getting started here on Eyewitness News on LA56.
Still ahead, a messy scene in Villa Park where a water main break flooded streets and caused evacuations.
Plus, only in Los Angeles can you get valet parking before a hike. We'll check out the pop-up service now being offered at Runyon Canyon.
Covering Huntington Beach, Glendale, Ontario, and all of Southern California, this is Eyewitness News.
Only in LA, the popular Runyon Canyon hiking trail now offers valet parking on weekends.
It's true, the area is notorious for its shortage of parking, but you can make that headache go away if you're willing to pay a few bucks. Eyewitness News reporter Q McRae shows us how the new service works.
It's terrible. It's absolutely horrible. It's horrendous.
It's horrible. There's never any parking.
The verdict is in. Finding parking at popular Runyon Canyon is tough. Some might say tougher than a hike through the park.
Sometimes you come here to hike and you spend 45 minutes looking for parking.
Introducing Curb Stand. In the true essence of the Hollywood lifestyle, You can now valet your ride at the park. Hikers were more than eager to hand over their keys at the intersection of Fuller and Hillside.
I was blown away because I had no idea this was here. So, great surprise.
So how does this service work? It's really very simple. Just pull up your car and these guys take over. But you have to have the Curb Stand app because these valets don't take cash. You pay using the app.
Is there a cost to this valet?
Its cost $5. The tip is up to you.
LA is just notorious for having parking lots and saying, hey, you got to pay to park here. I'd rather drive around and burn the extra calories parking far and walking up.
The fact that these guys found a way to wherever they're parking the car is incredible.
The cars are parked at Magic Castle. When you're done with your run, just check in with the app.
So we tell them up to about 15 or 20 minutes before they get back down to actually start requesting their cars. Because you can request your car, we can actually park your car a lot further away.
The valet says it has all the permits it needs. Right now, the service is only available on the weekends from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. But if demand stays high, the hours will be extended. From Runyon Canyon, Hugh McCrae, ABC7 Eyewitness News.
Of course, if you go real early,
Yeah.
parking isn't so
Or
bad.
if you live right there, you
That's
never
right, you
have to
can
worry
walk.
about parking. But we both run Runyon Canyon,
Yes,
and
we do.
parking is a nightmare.
Or maybe you run it, I walk it. Coming up at 7:30, we're tracking the much-needed rain hitting the Southland.
Run or walk, more like slogging our way through the wet that's coming our way. Heavier rain, too. I'll tell you about that with a 7-day on the way.
And
I'm Dr. Phelps, and I'll tell you how LAX is looking just ahead.
And also, a boy missing for 4 years, reunited with his mother. What we're learning about how he escaped his alleged captors.
Live from ABC7, this is Eyewitness News at 7:30 p.m. on LA56.
Our top story at 7:30, a storm has moved into Southern California, bringing some heavy rain and the threat of mudslides. Hello, I'm Giovanna Lotta.
I'm Jory Rand. This is Eyewitness News on LA56, LA's only live local newscast at 7:30 p.m. More wet weather is on the way. That has residents in the foothill communities on high alert. Nancy Rigg sent us this video of rain in Camarillo. Firefighters in Ventura County are preparing for a big weather event later this week. They're concerned about evacuations and possible rescues.
All right, we're going to check in with Danny Romero. He's standing by. He's been following the storms all day long. Danny.
Yeah, here we are with the live Mega Opera 7000 HD. And truly scattered over the area. Some light rain coming down. Nothing real heavy at all going on. We will show you some of the spots where some of that light rain, indicated by the light green, is falling at this moment. Van Nuys to West Hollywood, Santa Monica, over to L.A., Huntington Park, Pasadena, Altadena, up towards San Fernando. Light rain indicated by the light green here. Also some areas dry on the way through El Monte and Commerce, but light rain right now in Whittier, La Habra, Anaheim, Chino Hills, up around Walnut, down to Norwalk as well. Anaheim, Garden Grove, getting a little bit of light rain at the moment. We head towards farther south, and there we can find ourselves with some light rain still around Orange County, Mission Viejo, Laguna Niguel, just some light rain towards the coast. In the mountain spots, look at this, very good idea. Scattered rain, we're showing you from the 15 over to Crestline, just south there at San Bernardino. Running Springs, fairly dry towards Big Bear, light rain, not snow, because this is a warmer system that's coming in, bringing rain, tropical moisture moving in. That means all the temperatures are going to stay on the warmer side, so snow levels are going to be like 7, 8, even 10,000 feet. So we're still seeing things staying on the warmer side there. Temperatures very mild because of this warmer tropical influence, so we're only seeing a 61 for Burbank right now, 63 for Santa Monica. Long Beach checked in at 65, 59 for Riverside. We're showing at 62 for Oxnard, a little bit cooler in Santa Clarita and Van Nuys, 54 and 59 there. But more rain is coming, lots of it. Tell you about that with a 7-day in just a bit. Giovanna and Jory, it's yours.
Danny, thanks. More images of that rain out there today. Here's what it looked like in Downey just a few hours ago. They received some heavy showers this afternoon. Some people caught off guard by the rain with no umbrellas, and drivers had to deal with some minor street flooding.
Social media has been blowing up with pictures and video of today's Southern California storm. These are just some of what we've seen today, and please keep them coming. Just send us your photos on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram using the hashtag ABC7 Eyewitness.
A water main break in Orange County's Villa Park community floods streets and prompts evacuations there. That burst pipe was reported at about 11:20 this morning in the 10,000 block of Wildwood Way near Taft Avenue. Serrano Water District crews responded to the scene. A resident there told us that a wall behind a neighbor's house that separates the yard from the reservoir pump station came down and that water flooded part of the house. An elderly woman was evacuated. Other family members were able to get out on their own. No word yet on the extent of the damages.
The search is on for the hit-and-run driver who struck and killed a man on the 405 freeway this morning. It happened just after 2 this morning on the southbound 405 before the Wilmington Avenue exit. The California Highway Patrol says the victim had pulled over to the freeway's shoulder and was starting to get out of his car when he was hit by one car and then struck by several other cars whose drivers did stop. Authorities have not released the victim's name.
A Los Angeles couple cleared by a Qatari appeals court of wrongdoing in the death of their adopted daughter has now been barred from leaving the country. Matthew and Grace Wong were stopped by immigration authorities as they tried to pass through the Doha airport. Their passports were also confiscated. An appeals court had ruled they were free to leave after a judge overturned a child endangerment conviction against them. But officials informed the couple that a new appeal has been filed and that they are now no longer allowed to go.
The father and stepmother of a 13-year-old Georgia boy rescued after being reported missing 4 years ago had their first court appearance today. Police rescued the boy yesterday from a secret panel in his father's house. Jean and Samantha Davis are charged with false imprisonment and child cruelty for keeping his son Gregory Jr. captive. The judge denied bond for both. ABC's Mara Schiavocampo reports.
This young boy reported missing 4 years ago, back in his mother's arms. Tears of overwhelming joy streaming down their faces.
I just couldn't believe it. We found him.
According to police, his mother reported the 13-year-old's disappearance after a visitation with his father in 2010. Investigators say after 4 years of no word from her son, a text message sent with a secret smartphone app helped her lead police to this home.
We came here to the home and were able to get inside the home, talk to the people inside.
Officers left empty-handed, but then the young boy sent a second message saying exactly where he was hidden in the home, tucked away behind a fake wall, concealed behind a linen closet, in an insulation area above the garage.
We opened the compartment where he was, and I saw him and asked him to come forward, and he was horrified. He was frozen with fear.
He just kept saying, thank you, thank you, thank you.
The 37-year-old father, Gregory Jean, and his girlfriend, Samantha Davis, are behind bars, facing a slew of charges, including false imprisonment and cruelty to children. All thanks, police say, to the quick thinking of a boy who refused to be a victim.
Reach out by any means necessary, and don't stop. We will find you.
Again, that was ABC's Mara Schiavocampo reporting. The couple's next court appearance is December 9th. So disturbing story.
Yeah, glad to see him reunited with his mom. Much more news still to come here on Eyewitness News on LA56.
They say every love story is different. We'll check out the unique wedding on board a New York City subway.
The Mercedes grill might look familiar, but what's behind that grill is a little different. I'm car specialist Dave Coons. Mercedes-Benz and the other German automakers are now getting into electric vehicles. I'll have the story coming up.
For some holiday travelers, the most convenient choice was neither plane nor car, but train. People were pulling their carry-ons into Union Station in downtown LA. For those coming from other places in California and the Southwest, Amtrak is the most convenient way to travel. For those making their way back to San Diego, the 1.5-hour-long trip beats the hours they may have spent stuck in traffic.
The trip was pretty short. You know, from San Diego to up here in LA was like 1 hour and 30. And I'm happy to come back Christmas time.
I had a great time with my family, but I'm really looking forward to going back. School is in San Luis Obispo. It's gorgeous, and I'm really lucky to be able to go there. but it is a long trip back.
About 6 to 7 hours to travel to San Luis Obispo. Some we spoke to were traveling all the way up to Portland. And good news for drivers on this busy travel day. Gas prices continue to drop. Today in the LA Long Beach area, the average price of self-serve regular is $3.10 a gallon. That's a 4-cent drop in a week, but also the highest price around. In Orange County, the average for a gallon of regular is $3.05, also down 4 cents from last week. In the IE, gas is a penny higher at $3.06 a gallon, and in Ventura County, expect to pay an average of $3.07. We're on par with the state average at $3.06, but nationally, much lower, $2.78 a gallon.
Well, even with gas prices so low right now, part of the automotive future is still electric cars. 3 German brands are now coming on strong with their own style of EVs. Car specialist Dave Coons shows us the models now available in California, where green driving is both practical and fashionable.
The Volkswagen Golf is all new for 2015. In addition to gasoline and diesel engines, there's now an electric version too, called the e-Golf. It's just one example of the German brands coming on strong with plug-in electric cars.
They don't necessarily need to be first anymore in everything, but they, by reputation and by pride, they have a need to be among the best.
It won't be hard to spot Mercedes-Benz's electric entry, as the B-Class Mini Wagon is only sold here as an EV. Like other electric cars, it offers gas-free driving thanks to a power system sourced from Tesla, with the battery under the floor. Mercedes-Benz likes to boast that the B-Class electric is very functional, with lots of space inside for people and cargo. That's VW's boast about the e-Golf as well. It too carries its battery pack down low, so cargo space is exactly the same as in a regular Golf. And the handling and acceleration are very much like the regular Golf too. BMW is playing in this arena too with its i3, the most purpose-built of all the German electrics. It's only available as an EV, though there is an optional small gasoline engine to generate more power and extend the range. The German brands like Mercedes-Benz might not have been the first to the electric vehicle party, but it's important that they have them in their lineup. First of all, it gives them a little bit of green cred in the showroom. It also allows them to comply with regulations mandating clean energy vehicles, particularly here in California. John Odell is Edmunds.com's alternative fuel car expert and has been covering that part of the auto industry for many years. He says the German manufacturers actually played it smart.
They let other people sort of pioneer and make the early mistakes, and they got to learn from those mistakes. The cars that they've got on the road today are pretty darn good cars.
So nowadays, if you want an EV and prefer your cars from a German brand, you have 3 more choices than you used to. Dave Coons, ABC7 Eyewitness News.
Some New York subway riders got quite the surprise. They got a last-minute invitation to a wedding.
I am going to be getting married on this train car in about 20 minutes.
The 26-year-old groom boarded the N train first with his groomsmen. The 25-year-old bride and her maid of honor got on several stops later. An interfaith chaplain performed the ceremony as the train went over the Manhattan Bridge. Riders applauded as the couple were pronounced husband and wife.
I pronounce you husband and wife. Hector, you may kiss your bride for as long as you want. Put it together, everybody. Let them hear it.
The groom says they chose their unconventional wedding venue because they spent so much of their courtship on the subway.
Yeah, you can tell it's New York, though. Did you see that woman decline taking a rose? It's like, no, get away from me. I don't want anything to do with you people.
The bride looks beautiful.
She did. Southern California gets sprinkled with rain and snow. We'll check in with Danny for a look at what's still to come.
Plus, the St. Louis Rams with a show of solidarity for Ferguson, Missouri protesters. Details coming up in sports.
Southern California's only live weather radar is on Eyewitness News.
We are on storm track tonight. This is video shot earlier today in Burbank. This is just the weaker of two storms hitting Southern California. We check in now with Danny Romero with more on what we can expect this week.
Lighter one right now, scattered in nature, half an inch of rain in some spots. By Tuesday, we're looking up to 5 inches of rain in some areas. We'll see some areas getting ready for the rain tonight, tomorrow, a little bit of break, and get ready for Tuesday. Let's go outside right now and see what some of the rain is. Right now, again, we're talking about it's scattered around the area, and it's light in nature, so the amounts aren't huge, but there is still some rain coming down in parts of Southern California. We'll show those to you right now on the live Mega Doppler 7000 HD. Light rain from San Fernando down through Pasadena, through West Hollywood, through LA, down to Huntington Park. We see a little bit south and east of there, La Habra, Walnut, Chino Hills, Anaheim getting a little bit of rain. Again, it's light rain indicated by the light green we're showing you there. Also, we're seeing some light rain kind of surrounded by dry areas around Mission Viejo, some light rain there. But Lake Elsinore, Wildomar, down in San Clemente, Dana Point, at the moment, dry from the rain. Towards the upper elevations we go. Scattered light rain, Crestline, Running Springs, Big Bear Lake, but you see no snow. I'll show you why. It's mainly because of the water source. We'll get to that in just a second. We go outside right now. How about this view? Our live HD camera shows Laguna Beach, cloudy there. Cloudy through downtown LA right now, where the temperature is fairly mild at 62 degrees. And today we got a temperature of tops of 66. The normal high is 69 degrees. And downtown got 0.17 inches of rain. And for the season so far, just started around July, 0.69. So we still got some more rain to go, but at least some is coming and more certainly on the way. Here's this first trough moving through the area. Now watch it go to Monday into Monday afternoon. A little ridge has built in here, a little break in the rain, but by Tuesday into Wednesday, here's this big weather maker. Look at that yellow, red, and then purple area. Intense rain there. That'll track to Southern California most of the day on Tuesday into Tuesday night, bringing with it anywhere from 1 to 5 inches of rain for all the areas of Southern California, from the coastal spots to the mountain areas. Lots of rain on the way for Tuesday. Here's numbers tonight. 50s, a couple of spots down to the 40s. Tomorrow's high with that little break I'm talking about. We'll see some sunshine enough to get a 71 in Glendale, a 69 at Malibu, and the Inland Empire will see a 74 in Riverside. Irvine will get to 74 tomorrow as well. Here's our 7-day powered by AccuWeather and giving you a chance of rain tomorrow, but then that real heavy rain comes in Tuesday into Wednesday, tapering off into Thursday, and cloudy into the weekend with a little chance of showers once again on Saturday. Valley's Inland Empire, chance of showers tomorrow, scattered and light, and then the heavy stuff moves in Tuesday. Tapers off somewhat Wednesday and Thursday, a little break Friday, a chance of showers again on Saturday before the cloudy Sunday moves in. Beaches will be a chance of rain tomorrow, and then the heavy stuff moves in for Tuesday into Wednesday and Thursday. It tapers off, 20% chances on Thursday, another 20% chance come Saturday with some cloudy days sandwiched around that. The mountains will be showery with tomorrow off and on, and then here's some heavy rain coming in Tuesday. And rain, not necessarily snow. 7,000 and above will be the snow level, so not much there, and still chance of showers right into Saturday. For the high desert, we've got the windy conditions, certainly, and those shower chances, anywhere from half an inch to an inch of rain. Isolated spots will get that 1 inch of rain for Tuesday, Wednesday, but we'll see chances of showers still on Thursday, and then just cloudy skies into Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So umbrellas, you practice with them today, have them ready for Tuesday. That's a real work out there.
Get your grip ready.
Exactly, yes.
Thanks, Danny. Now to the possibility that Ray Rice may play again in the NFL. His wife breaking her silence about what they have been through after that altercation in the elevator. And members of the team that dropped Rice now also speaking out. ABC's Ryan Smith reports from the Ravens game today.
With big games playing out across the NFL, with the playoffs on the line, tonight, former All-Pro Ray Rice is a man without a team for now. Eligible to sign with any club after winning his case against the NFL Friday, ESPN now reporting 4 teams have shown interest in the Super Bowl winning running back, but none are likely to pick him up this season. This weekend, Rice's wife Janae standing by her husband, speaking out about that brutal attack in the elevator.
In my heart, I knew that our relationship wouldn't be over because I know that this isn't us and it's not him.
At the Ravens game today, a sprinkling of fans sported Ray Rice jerseys. Many split on whether he should or will be back.
You see one man hits his wife and knocks her out, and he's reinstated the next season. I just don't think it's right.
I don't agree with what he did, but he got punished,
and now let the man make his money.
Rice wouldn't be the first fallen star to make a comeback. Dante Stallworth was convicted of manslaughter, yet returned to the NFL a year later, and Michael Vick served 21 months in prison for dogfighting and now starts for the New York Jets. Still, experts say Rice has a long way to go.
Teams will look at that and say, that video is too much for us.
That video is too tough to forget.
Absolutely. I think no team really wants to be a part of that, at least this year.
While Rice's former team, the Baltimore Ravens, is unlikely to bring Rice back, many of his former teammates are firmly in his corner. One tweeting this weekend he thinks Rice will do the right thing if given another opportunity, and another saying he's happy his friend Ray Rice will be given a second chance. Ryan Smith, ABC News, Baltimore, Maryland.
Okay, Kurt's here now with sports.
I honestly wouldn't be surprised if the Patriots are one of those teams. They love giving guys second chances.
Yeah.
Patriots and Packers today, two elite franchises, two elite teams, clearly two elite quarterbacks. Remember when Brett Favre's Packers beat Drew Bledsoe's Patriots? That was Super Bowl 31 some 18 years ago. Now some people think this Patriots-Packers matchup will meet in Super Bowl 49. Aaron Rodgers had never met up against Tom Brady until today, but Cal's pride and joy got off to a great start at Lambeau Field. He catches Richard Rodgers, no relation, for the touchdown. They led 13-0 today. Tom Brady came back. He threw for 245 yards, 2 touchdowns, including both to Brandon LaFell. That cuts the lead to 2. Rodgers, though, was the star of the day. Look at the perfect strike to Jordy Nelson. And Jordy can run. Case in point, the Packers improved to 9-3. Patriots fall to 9-3. 26-21, your final. To Baltimore. Chargers' performance today might land them in the playoffs in a month. Case in point, looked like Baltimore had this game put away when Joe Flacco dives in from a yard out. They're up by 10 with 6 minutes to go. But here comes Phillip Rivers. He hits Keenan Allen in the end zone, and the lead is 3. Baltimore adds a field goal. After a pass interference call, Phillip Rivers to Eddie Royal, and with that, San Diego rallies with 21 points in the fourth quarter to win it by a point. In St. Louis, the Rams front office was unaware receiver Tavon Austin and Kenny Britt would come out with the hands up to acknowledge the events of Ferguson, Missouri during the pregame ceremonies today. As for the game, coming out party for St. Louis running back Trey Mason. Look at the speed. Second longest run in Rams history, going 89 yards. Kid ran for 117 and 2 scores. And folks, I'm not kidding when I say it was a blowout. The worst Raider loss in 53 years, 52-0. Those are clearly two teams that used to call LA home. I'd take one of them back.
The Raiders are historically bad.
Remember, they were used to be a commitment to excellence?
Yeah.
No more.
Thank you.
Thanks, Kurt. Up next, how you can join our efforts to spread some cheer to children in need this holiday season.
Plus, no surprise, The Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 1 takes the top spot at the weekend box office. We'll tell you how much the film brought in on this long Thanksgiving weekend.
Moviegoers were still hungry for another helping of the Hunger Games.
When you're in the games, you only get one wish. It's very costly. You're alive.
The Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 1 came out on top for a second weekend in a row, bringing in $56.9 million. Penguins of Madagascar opened in second place, followed by Disney's animated romp, Big Hero 6. Interstellar stays in the top 5 at 4th place, and Horrible Bosses 2 debuted in 5th.
You can help make the holidays happier for an area child by taking part in our Spark of Love toy drive.
All you have to do is drop off a new unwrapped toy or sports equipment to a fire station near you.
Or you can join our Big Elf Garth Kemp at our next Stuff a Bus event. He'll be collecting toys this Friday at Mathis Brothers in Ontario. For more information, go to abc7.com/sparkoflove.
And a quick check of the weather. Danny.
All right, thanks very much, Jory. Yeah, we can look at the live Mega Opera 7000 HD. Let's see where the rain is right now over Southern California. And again, it's scattered and light in nature. We're showing some of the areas showing up on the live Mega Opera 7000 HD. West Hollywood, LA, Pasadena, Huntington Park, getting some light rain right now. Just a little bit on the coast, just north of Santa Monica. Again, it's light rain happening here. Move a little bit farther south, we can see some light rain spreading through from Anaheim to La Habra, Chino Hills, Walnut and Chino getting some light rain, but no rain right now in El Monte, Whittier, Norwalk as well, Lakewood, Compton, Long Beach. At the moment are dry, but again, not necessarily done for the night. Also, light rain coming down around Mission Viejo, but certainly dry points from San Clemente to Temecula to Murrieta. Looking towards the upper elevations, the mountains there, it's light rain, not snow for Running Springs, Big Bear Lake, and rain continuing through the night off and on. The heavier stuff, though, on the way later on this week, 11 o'clock tonight, we'll show you more about it, all right?
Okay, Danny, thanks, and thank you for joining us for Eyewitness News at 7 here on LA56. LA56 Weekend Theater is next.
Eyewitness News continues at 11 p.m. on ABC7 and anytime on ABC7.com. Have a great night.
What's that? What's that? Yeah, the season break, yeah. They call it the season finale. Well, the mid-season finale. You know, has that always been done? Yeah, so that's